To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Happy Halloween, all you beautiful people.
Happy Halloween.
Welcome. Welcome.
We haven't stopped laughing since we put these on, by the way. Also, before you even fucking start.
Oh, here we go.
So he texts me, okay? And he's like, I'm going to get us new Halloween costumes. And I was like, okay. So he sends us a picture of Cruella. I was like, okay. And
I couldn't find the wig,
Skyler was gonna either get me like a Dalmatian or something. And then he's like, why don't we be Disney princesses? And I was like, okay, I'm down. So he buys Snow White. He buys me Belle. But guess what the fuck he didn't get right, Mr. Editor-in-Chief? The fucking hair color. This is a Game of Thrones wig.
Imagine being a 31-year-old dude
wearing a Snow White costume.
Full of kids going up to the counter at my local Halloween store and going, hey, I need a brown Belle wig to go with my Belle dress. And the old man,
you have a daughter?
About in his 50s, going, oh, do you need it in a kid size? I said, no, about this size.
A men's size, please.
And he
Don't ask questions.
And he goes, oh, the only thing I have that's close to her hair is that. And all the other brown hair wigs are like the greaser look, the greaser girl bob. And
I could have made it work.
Yeah, you're making it work right now.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Nice boobs, by the way.
Thank you.
Before we start the show, Rachel Zegler, Emma Watson,
Eat Your Heart Out.
Yeah, welcome to this Halloween episode of the DisInsider
Halloween
show.
episode. This is your bonus episode before I go to Hawaii. And then you guys will just be graced with Skyler for 2 weeks. So
yeah, I'll have. Thank goodness I'll have Nick. He'll be on the actual podcast with me.
Yep.
That way I'm not talking to myself because Derek knows it's hard. So
well, the last time it was just me. Me and Nick just flowed, and it was still an hour.
Yeah.
When we used to do it by ourselves back in the early days, our episodes would be like fucking 25 minutes long, and we're like, "See ya."
And a one, two.
That was off of a blue mic in a fucking in a laptop. Now look at us.
Yeah, look.
Look at us.
We look great. Let's do some house cleaning for a second. It'll be really quick because we have a full show today.
Yep.
First things first, Disney Catalog will return in a new format in a couple weeks when Derek returns, as will the DisInsider show.
Yep.
We'll have a new format. Nick, Derek, and I got together and have been retooling this to make it not only a better show for you, but a better show for us. We have an app in the works. We have a newsletter in the works. We finally today during lunch found out we have 2 scoops that we're going to post here within the next couple weeks.
And we have a scoop for you guys today.
A Halloween
we don't normally do this. We don't normally give you guys rumors of the week on off episodes, but since it's Halloween, Skyler has a Halloween scoop or rumor of the week.
Yeah, so Derek will take on a scoop. I don't know if he'll be able to do it while he's in Hawaii, so we might have to hold on.
I will.
So
I will. I'm there for 2 weeks.
His scoop might come before mine, but he's got a scoop and then I got a scoop, and it's awesome. They're pretty big, and we haven't dropped big scoops in a while. We've dropped some little ones that have been.
I think the last big scoop we dropped was the Big Hero 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, we've had little things confirmed, and excuse me, let me fix.
You know, I'm still getting likes and retweets on that Big Hero 6 story,
as you should.
From last year.
Give it a
year. Like, where the fuck are you guys finding this shit?
When those characters return here in the next year or so, you'll look back on us going, oh my God, we heard it on the DisInsider show first.
Yeah, you did. Well, you guys should have known that we called the fucking Hayden Christensen in Ahsoka.
Like in April or March or something.
Nick, can you see up my dress?
Oh, yeah.
You can?
No, I can't.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. You're a lady. You're keeping the legs crossed.
Yeah. I want to make sure that
Sharon Stone would be so disappointed.
I don't want to basic instinct all of our listeners.
What did you say?
You guys are being real risque, though. I can see the inner workings of your butt cheek, though.
Oh,
the inner workings of your butt cheeks. Oh boy,
sorry, kids.
Oh, well, this is your late night fucking Disney show, so
enjoy.
We run a family friendly company. It's nice to
branch out a little,
and just relax because this is us.
Yeah, this is
fucking us.
Yeah, we would be wearing this on a normal basis if.
No, not the goddamn dresses, fool.
No.
I'm meaning like
we're wild,
we're casual. Yeah,
I'm naked.
Yeah, Nick just said fuck it.
Nick said, "What's the one character? Oh, he's
greased up deaf guy.
He's naked Mulan. No, he's naked Ping." who's really Mulan taking a bath in the river before the rest of the army gets into the bath with him.
And that is a backstory for a costume.
There you go.
So we have a jam-packed Halloween episode for you. We're going through our favorite scary movies, the worst scary movies ever, our favorite slashers. We have a fan cast where we're fan casting all of the Universal horror monsters. We have a couple stories, personal stories from, personal experiences at like Hollywood Horror Nights and Knots and all that stuff.
And we'll talk about some of our favorite and worst costumes.
Yes. So that's the show for today. So, editor-in-chief, what are we starting with first? Should we start with the worst movies? Worst horror movies?
Let's start with our guilty pleasure.
Ooh, okay.
So the way we thought of our guilty pleasure horror movie is one that's not in our top 5 or top 10, but it's one that maybe not a lot of people... Get that hair out of your face.
It was right in my mouth.
You know how it is, ladies.
My hair almost got this long in fucking middle school. Nick and I both.
Yeah, that's hot. Well, I think Nick's was that long.
Nick always had... Dude,
and it's
he could wake up... Like, dude, I'm so fucking jealous of this fool's hair. Like, I wake up and my hair automatically greasy. Nick wakes up still good. Like he just fucking did his hair.
His hair looks really nice right now.
For 20 years, I've been best friends with this motherfucker. Every time. Like his hair, like when he had it long, he would wake up, no fucking bedhead or nothing.
All styled and beautiful, ready to start.
And I'm waking up like I woke up in a crack house or some shit.
I'll get a bedhead now.
What, 2 days in for not showering?
I mean, it'll fall later on in the day. It'll fall perfectly.
And then you throw dry shampoo in there. Yeah, it'll fall fucking perfectly.
Okay, so guilty pleasure movies is not in our top 5, not in our top 10. You guys might not even love it, but it's a guilty pleasure for us that we have to watch it every
And guilty
Halloween.
pleasure means it is universally a bad movie.
For the most part, yes.
That is what a guilty pleasure movie is.
So, who should go first?
I think our producer should go first.
What is it, Nick?
I'll take this one. It's I don't know if it's necessarily a bad movie, but usually people don't like musicals, and my guilty pleasure, I guess, in that sense, would be Sweeney Todd. It's a horror. It is Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter. It's
Sweeney Todd.
The Demon Barber on
Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
It's a good movie, but it's one that we always usually watch around Halloween.
Nice. Okay, Skyler, what's your guilty? Dude, I have glitter all over my hands. I'm gonna look so fucking sexy today.
Whew. Take that with you to Hawaii. You'd be the belle.
You'd be the belle of the ball. I'll be sitting on the beach.
I love it. Thank you.
With my hair back, just let the tide come and take me, and then I can turn into Ariel.
There you go,
dude. I wish I would have had an Ariel costume. I'm just sitting here with a big flipper.
Oh, we would get so many views.
With the thingamadig. What does she call the fork?
A thingamabob?
A thingamabob.
My guilty pleasure movie it's actually universally bad, but I love it because I think it's funny, but it's just the horror is so just they go all in with how cheesy it is. It's Seed of Chucky.
Oh.
And hey, and if they in the new Chucky series, he made a mention about his son being like non-binary. And, Chucky, all about LGBTQ rights. Good for you, Chucky.
He may kill you, but he knows his pronouns.
Yeah, good for him.
My guilty pleasure movie. It is something that I watched yesterday, and I have watched it probably about 20, 30 times. It's Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, so good.
Oh, my God. It has the perfect balance of just cheesy horror, your favorite slashers, and just a lot of gore. And it's just a fun action sequence. Like as soon as the title comes up, it's all. I'm like, oh fuck yeah!
Oh yeah!
Well, it reminds me of Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
When you go in and they just start playing hardcore music or really, really insane dubstep.
Oh yeah, and we like that
fucking
stuff.
love that shit for scary movies.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Freddy versus Jason. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's worth a watch. Don't go in with high hopes. It's a fucking great time.
It's 2 horror icons fighting. What more do you want?
Yeah, what more do you want? And it's not bad.
It's not. The kills are cool too.
Oh yeah. My favorite kill, let's just talk about that since
that could
you've
have been
seen
a good
Freddy
question.
versus Jason.
Our favorite horror movie kill would have been a good one.
You know what? Let's save that. Let's save that for a little later.
Okay, well, I'll try and think of one, but yeah, go ahead.
I have a couple, but
I do too.
One of my favorite, I'll just list my favorite kill from Freddy versus Jason in general. So it's right when the opening sequence comes up, and this dude, he's a douchebag, and this chick, they start hooking up. They go up to the bedroom. They finish. She goes and takes a shower because he's being a dick. He's like, babe, you know I don't like to be touched after we have sex. And she's like, ugh, fuck you.
And
I was like, oh, writing.
She takes a shower, and 13-year-old me's like, oh, yeah.
And Jason comes in, and he just stabs this dude in the back like 4 times. And he's like sitting there, like shaking his beer, like, you know, hyperventilating. And then he folds the bed up, and this dude just freaking looks like a V.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite kills. It is so funny. And she just comes out like, wah! They all hold on. They all run out of the house, and there's a cop up the fucking street already coming down, and they're like banging on his window, and the chick has blood all over her, and he rolls down the window, and he's like, "Is there a problem here, ladies?" And the chick who found her boyfriend dead comes up with blood all over her hands, and she's like, "What the fuck do you think?"
Dang.
Oh, man, it's so funny.
My favorite kill in that movie, really quick, just to quickly kind of state it, is when Kelly...
Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah. Kelly Rowland is screaming at Freddy because Freddy can't kill anyone if they're not scared of him. Like, the essence of him is not scary. And she goes, oh, what are you going to do? Hit me with your butter knives? And Freddy goes... Oh, yeah. And there's Jason. And Jason just baseball bats her into a tree and kills her.
He's like, yeah, you making up for something there?
Oh, yeah. Love it.
What, you walking around in a Christmas sweater?
Yeah, Christmas
with the
sweater.
And what's up with the butter knives?
Yeah. Oh, Kelly Rowland, stick to Destiny's Child, my dear.
Yep. Okay, so that's our guilty pleasures. So we're moving on down to... I'll pick the next one.
Do it.
Let's do worst horror movies. Skyler, I will let you take this.
Are we listing all 5, or are we going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1?
No, we're going to go all 5.
All right, number 5 for me.
But like, talk about them just a little bit.
Will do.
Why you think they're bad.
First one, number 5. This usually doesn't happen for a Blumhouse film. It is Truth or Dare. Ooh. Starring a bunch of young Teen Wolf style actors that you've seen multiple times. There you go. That is correct. You know, anything where it's like, oh, truth or dare, and you got to do it or you die, and then your face deforms. I'm just like, oh, cheesy. It's that bad. None of the kills are anything special. It's really bad over CGI'd. So that's my number 5. Well, these are in no order. These ones. Next one is called Tammy and the T-Rex.
Sorry, like I said, we already recorded this episode. And oh my God, Tammy and the T-Rex is so fucking hilarious.
I will explain this as fast as I can because it gets wild.
Hey, after he explains it, go look this shit up. I swear to you, it is the funniest shit you will ever see in your life.
Stars a very young Paul Walker,
Denise Richards,
and a very young Denise Richards, and they're a couple. She's just getting out of a relationship with some high school douchebag, and basically they're a couple. They meet this scientist. Paul Walker's character dies, and this evil scientist puts his brain in an animatronic T-Rex that's supposed to go to a theme park.
I just want to know how they fucking pitch this to a studio.
I have no idea. Anyways, Paul Walker wakes up and becomes sentient in this animatronic T-Rex and starts killing people as an animatronic T-Rex. And when I say the kills are very cheesy, bad, and it's like claymation at one moment and then like CGI'd at another, like early CGI, it flip-flops like that. There is a kill where literally the T-Rex taps someone on the shoulder, picks him up by the head, and rips the head off. It's the weirdest thing. And then Denise Richards finds out Paul Walker's in the T-Rex because the T-Rex is like doing like sign language saying, I love you, and pointing at his old picture with his little T-Rex fingers.
Oh my God.
And she realizes it's him, and she rides on the T-Rex into the sunset away. And they end up killing the evil scientist. So this is where it gets awful. Is he kills a bunch of other people, they survive, and she takes Paul Walker's brain because she hopes to put it in a new body in the future.
Because you can do that, right?
Yeah. But in the meantime, she puts the brain in a radio so he can talk through the radio. And she does a striptease as a way of like fornication. And as she's stripteasing, as he finishes, the radio explodes. And she knows she just gave her man a wonderful ending. And that's the movie. That's the movie. You want to
Wow.
go see yourself an awful movie. I don't even know where you can find it. It's probably like on a Shutter or some off-base streaming service. But it's called Tammy and the T-Rex.
You could probably find it on YouTube for free, to be honest.
Yeah, you probably. Oh, for sure.
I'm actually going to look that up and see.
Yeah. Number 3 for me is a movie called The Ice Cream Man. It stars Clint Howard. You might
Ron Howard's weird-looking brother.
Yeah. And he plays an ice cream man who kidnaps kids and sometimes adults, kills them, and then puts their body parts in ice cream and then sells it. And a little kid gets captured by the ice cream man and basically doesn't die.
Yep.
It's crazy.
The whole movie's on YouTube. Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah, go check it out. The Ice Cream Man is ridiculous, but it's totally a Clint Howard movie. So if you like that. The second to last is a movie called Chopping Mall. And Chopping Mall is about these awful looking robots.
Shopping Mall. It sounds like a porno.
Yeah, yeah. Think of Johnny Five from Short Circuit, I Need Input, except worse looking robots. And they shoot lasers out of their eyes. And basically, it's set in the not so distant future. Back then, this was the 80s, so probably set today. Anyways, these robots patrol a mall after dark as like security guards. But I guess water hits the main board where they all charge and they turn evil. And these stupid teenage characters who you really want them to die in this movie because they're so awful is one of these blonde chicks is like running and she's getting shot in the leg by the lasers and it's really not doing anything to her, but then he shoots her in the head and her head just explodes. It's insane. And it's the most wild, weirdest sci-fi horror movie in the world. Check that one out after you watch Tammy and the T-Rex. They're both equally bad. Last one's a little more well-known. In fact, they've been at Horror Nights before. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Anytime
it's a cult classic, though.
Anytime you can kill people with popcorn and shadow puppets, you know it's going to be cheesy. So those are my top 5.
Good
Worst.
stuff. I will go next for my bad horror movies. So, like I told you guys, I changed mine up a lot. So, I'm going to start from the bottom. Like we said, this is no in particular order. So I'm going to start off with The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Now, let me tell you, this movie is literally about an autopsy of a Jane Doe. There's no hidden meaning behind it, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it stars Emile Hirsch, who we all know from
Girl Next Door,
Speed Racer.
Which I like, by the way.
What's that really good movie? Alpha Dog. I love Alpha Dog.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alpha Dog.
And he's in that movie.
That's the bank robber movie, right?
Yeah, where Alton, he passed away.
Oh, Anton Yelchin or whatever.
Anton Yelchin.
Yelchin. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yelchin.
Anton Yelchin. That is a great movie, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. Also has Justin Timberlake. It's one of his first acting movies. And the dude's a killer. But like I said, so it's this guy and his son. The older guy, he's a, what do you call those? He does autopsies.
Okay, I don't know the term.
I don't know the term either. But he does autopsies. So his son comes in and joins him. And it's like this rainy day. They get this body. A lot of weird shit happens to it. Like they can't find the cause of death. And, you know, sometimes she's breathing and it's just so stupid. Like she disappears from the table and, you know, paranormal shit starts happening. It was just the worst thing I've ever seen. Next up is Escape Room.
Oh,
this
God.
movie is so stupid. So like the title says, it's literally one of those stupid escape rooms you can go see in Los Angeles. And you guys have, you know, you're in a team and you have to figure out how to get out. And, you know, in a movie, people die. So that's basically the whole fucking thing. And the first person to wins gets money. But, you know, that's not how it ends. You know, they have to go put back in. There's an escape room too. So it doesn't have a happy ending.
Oh, Tournament of Champions.
Yeah. Second one is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Oh my God. This shit is so bad.
The problem is Rob Zombie's like, okay, the first one's like a
remake.
remake.
He went all in on his wife being like huge role in the fucking movie. I was like, why?
Yeah, the first one was like a almost a shot for shot remake besides the origin part. But number 2, they were like, you know what, Rob Zombie, just do a Rob Zombie movie. But it was funny. I was watching a podcast.
I just swallowed a hair.
I was watching a podcast, and he did an interview where basically for Halloween 2, Rob Zombie had shot the film. Something happened. It got messed up, so they had to rush and just do whatever. So they let Rob Zombie do his thing. But apparently, Halloween 2 was supposed to be a shot-for-shot remake of Halloween 2.
Sorry, guys. My beer just like overflowed. Ooh, I'm going to get my dress all wet. No.
Gaston's
Sorry.
like, yeah, girl.
I got to
Yeah,
clean
Belle.
up that beer spillage that I just did.
I just thought that was a very magical moment for you.
Thank you. That was good. Next one is a movie called Don't Breathe.
Oh, God.
They just came out with a sequel this year, and Don't Breathe is literally these bank robbers. It has Janet, what's
Levy?
Jan Levy, yeah. Which is so weird because there's a Dan Levy.
Stop.
She was also in that TV show with William H. Macy.
Oh, Shameless.
Shameless. But it's about, there's someone else notable in there. I think it's like Alex Wolff, maybe. Look up the cast of Don't Breathe. But the guy, he's the main
Stephen
sergeant.
Lang.
Yeah, he's the main sergeant in Avatar. He has the big scar. But
He's the one everyone wanted to be Cable.
Yeah. So it basically, these 3 house robbers go into this guy's house, and he's blind, but he's like, what? He has like a torture chamber down there. So they basically get over their head, and it's, they just have to try to sneak around this guy. He starts killing people. So stupid movie.
Yes.
Did you find the cast, Nick?
Yeah, this is starring Stephen Lang, Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette.
Dylan Minnette from 13 Reasons Why.
Yep. Daniel Zavato.
I don't know. Where is he from?
Let's see. His face looks kind of familiar. It is.
What's his top build?
Don't Breathe.
Oh, he's from It Follows, Lady Bird, Penny Dreadful.
Yes. He's the Native American dude, right? I think he looks Native American.
I don't know. I mean, possibly. He looks Caucasian to me.
Oh, Caucasian.
Caucasian.
Okay, last but not least, what's my favorite scary movie of all time?
The Zodiac.
No, it's not a scary movie. It's a thriller.
Rosemary's Baby.
Guys, be real. What is my favorite scary?
Psycho.
No, that's a thriller and suspense.
Sinister.
Thank you. Now, can you guess what my worst horror movie is?
Oh, God.
Sinister
2.
Yep, Sinister 2.
Is it that bad? I've never seen it.
So
Does it have Ethan Hawke?
No.
Oh.
Ethan Hawke dies at the end of Sinister.
Spoiler alert.
It's been out for like 7 years. So basically, this story goes into the point of view of the kid. So this takes place after the Ethan Hawke version, and they do it in the point of view of the kid. So already that's not scary because you see Bagul, the main antagonist, a lot. There's like hardly any jump scares. It is so stupid. But it does have the guy who played older Eddie in It. But he's also in the first one. I think his name is Officer Nobody or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's what they call him.
That's right.
But yeah, those are my worst movies. Producer, up to you.
Okay, worst movies. The first one
Freaky.
would be.
Stop. Please tell me you left that out.
No, I have it in here.
No.
All right, go.
It's my last one. You know what was? You want to just start on that one?
Yes.
Since you guys brought it up.
Sure.
I don't like it because it's already been done.
False.
I didn't.
No.
Yeah, Freaky Friday.
Yeah, but that's not a horror movie.
I know, but it's the same thing. All they did was make it a killer.
Look how many times that they overplayed the Groundhog Day theory.
And what about the hot chick? That was also done.
Okay, but
That's going to be the new Cassie Lang.
Let me ask you this: do you like the hot chick?
I do.
Do you like
the
reason
reason I
Freaky
don't
Friday?
like the reason I don't like Freaky is because it's not new to me.
But that's not the hot chick. Wasn't new when hot chick came out.
Let me give you a comparison here. You don't like Freaky Friday. Okay, guess who's in Freaky Friday?
Oh,
I do like Freaky Friday.
Lindsay Lohan and
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And what was
The
Jamie
mommy
Lee
of-
Curtis in?
the mommy of
Halloween.
The mommy of horror.
And guess who
I didn't
was
say I
Jamie
didn't
Lee
like that
Curtis's
movie.
mom was? Janet Leigh. Where did Janet Leigh star
Psycho.
in? Psycho.
Who did she
It all
play?
connects.
Okay, don't know where you're getting at because I
She
like
played
that
Mary-
movie.
Okay, so
she played Marion
that's good.
Crane.
So you liked Freaky
I
Friday.
liked Freaky Friday.
You liked
I
the
liked
hot chick. But the hot chick and Freaky Friday were like 6 years apart.
Okay, so the
It's
reason
already been done
I
before.
like those is because they were actually funny to me. This one, not funny.
Oh,
to me.
How?
Oh my god!
When
it was
Vince
so
Vaughn
good.
does the whole cheerleader cheer.
Oh man!
Because
Oh my God,
I've just
it's so
seen him
funny.
do it. That's the thing is I've seen Vince Vaughn do that.
In what?
I don't know. That's just how he is.
No, he said, I don't know.
You tell me a movie
Okay,
where Vince
yeah, of
Vaughn-
course he's not going to actually do that specific thing.
you- that's
I'm just
the
saying
example
he
you
is
gave.
like that. It's his type.
No, it's not.
it is.
No, it's not.
That's,
No, it's
Jack,
not.
that's
Anything
Jack Black's
different
style.
to
Did
me.
you like Jumanji?
Yeah, I like Jumanji.
Okay, so you were cool with the body swapping thing in Jumanji.
I mean, I didn't think about it. They didn't play on it as much. I don't. think.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As
Jack
soon-
Black played a
Black
girl.
played the girl the entire time, and they doubled down on that shit.
Multiple times.
Well, you guys are just throwing other movies that also did it. So
But you're saying you've seen
Saying,
it before,
but you liked those movies
they
that were
didn't do
throwing out.
anything
Jumanji-
else that was funny to me that added to that.
I think you need to give it
To that-
another rewatch.
No, you gotta- yeah, you
Premise.
gotta-
You gotta
no.
watch it again.
So
You
you're
gotta
telling-
watch it with
it didn't
with
do
us.
It didn't do anything new except do it as a horror movie, which has never been done before, and played on tropes of the
wasn't even
LGBTQ
really a horror
community
movie.
and people of color. They like played on so many tropes in today's
It's a
society.
parody.
I'll watch it with you guys. I'm just saying it didn't do anything.
Well, at least
for
you
me.
know when times to laugh because Skyler will laugh at the same time. Then you can go ha 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 ha.
Anyways,
Okay,
keep
go to your
going
next
down.
one. You knew that was gonna happen.
well, yeah, but I don't know.
How are we looking on the camera, Nick? Is it beeping?
No, I think you're good. You're good on the camera.
Sweet. Audio levels, are they picking up still?
Audio solid. We'll see after we record this.
Yay! We did like 4 tests, so we should be okay. Yes.
Where were we at? Worst horror movies?
Yeah.
All right, number 1 for me. I brought this up last time. We didn't get to air this, but it's Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
So I explained this a little bit to you guys. I looked it up briefly just now. Basically, what this movie got in trouble for, set aside the terrible plot line, like just it's a hard movie to watch.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But also,
If you don't like the killing of animals.
that's what they got in trouble for. And actually, I learned the director
They
got
were
convicted
fake
for
animals,
it.
right?
Nope. Real animals. They killed real animals, and he got
What?
convicted for it.
Oh, it was.
So they kill real dogs and
Real
cats
animals.
and
They
stuff?
took a tortoise shell off of it. They had the actors slice a turtle shell off of it while it was still alive.
This isn't an American-made movie, right?
It was in Italy.
God
Oh.
damn
At least I think
dude.
so, because the other thing I read is like after
that
10
movie.
days of being made and being distributed, they took it away.
So you can't find it anymore.
No, and the dude.
Where the fuck did you watch it?
Oh no, you can find it. They sell it.
Oh, that's awful.
Who showed you this movie, or did you look at the title and go, "This sounds interesting"?
No, I think it was like right around when Green Inferno was coming out because that was
Oh,
supposed
that's
to
a
be a
fucking
very
hard
similar,
watch.
if not a sequel.
But if that's fake though.
That's fake. That's what this should have
Wow.
done. But if you guys do watch it,
Oh, I'm not watching that.
No,
if they kill
fuck-
animals,
no
nah,
way.
fuck that.
No way.
it's fucked up.
Not doing that. I can't even watch Marley and Me again without crying.
And
Because
they-
now I have a fucking golden retriever.
Yeah, and they kill
and
a real
he's my
golden
best-
retriever in Marley and Me.
No, don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare!
I
He
don't
went
choose.
through 30 golden retrievers to get that shot.
Come
Well,
on.
a dog's what was
Looks
it?
sick. They're stabbing it.
Oh God! Enough of that.
Anyways, another one for me is Human Centipede, and I'm going to go ahead and say all of the Human Centipede.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
I think
fair.
you can group the human centipede.
It's just somebody, trying to test their boundaries.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
what if we tied each other up to our buttholes? Let's make a movie out of that. Why isn't that a movie? Human Centipede.
They do that. Centipedes
Oh,
really
here's a quick story. So Sam had my wife is a very, very good writer, and she usually writes about like what she dreams. And she wrote this like synopsis for this movie idea she had, where she took an elevator and all the floors were a different, section of hell. Sounds like a cool movie, right? As soon as she told me the title, I immediately threw this shit on Sci-Fi. Can you guess what the title is?
The Happening.
Hellevator.
Isn't that a thing?
The name is probably maybe. I don't know.
Elevator.
I'm
looked it
almost
up.
certain that whole premise is a thing.
Let me look it up. Well,
It's a
she
TV
told-
show. It's like
Elevator.
you win prizes if you make it through each floor.
Yeah. Oh, it's by it's Blumhouse.
Yeah.
But it's not the same premise as Sam's story. But I'm like, belongs on Sci-Fi Channel. Elevator.
Sounds like it would be.
I was like, why couldn't you call it something different? She was like, I don't know. It's punny. It's fun. And I was like, yeah, for fucking sci-fi. It's
Should
a
have
double
been called
feature.
like 8 levels or something.
It's a double feature. Elevator and
Floor.
Sharknado 6.
Floor 666 or
Yeah,
some
oh.
shit like
Like
that.
Dante's elevator.
Nah, see, even that
Because
sounds
Dante's
stupid.
different levels of hell, right?
Dante's Lift, if you wanted to go
Dante's
European
Lift.
style. Or Dante's Flat for an apartment. No.
Dante, hey, the elevator's out. Please take the escalator.
And then to finish it up, my last two, which are debatable, I think. They just, for me, it I don't know. I didn't like them too much. It's Poltergeist. And the reason why, I'm not saying that's a bad movie. I'm just, for me, I watched it at a later time in my life
That's
where I
fair.
already saw all the tropes get played.
Yep.
So I give credit to where credit's due. But when I watched it, I was just like, because I'd already experienced all of it.
You're a trope guy, huh?
I kind of am. I like unique and original ideas.
Which is
and
fine.
I'm not saying you can't make it funny redoing it, but
Yeah.
Freaky didn't do that.
No.
Anyways.
Shut up. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up, Nick. God damn it.
Orphan was another one, which I actually thought that was pretty unique, but it just, as a movie for me, it just wasn't that entertaining.
Orphan's just weird because
It has a really good, it's one of those few twist endings that you're like, oh shit.
yeah, but you know,
I got another segment.
yeah, but you know the orphan is played by, you already know it's a little girl.
Yeah, something's has to.
No, but she's an older girl. That's the thing.
Yeah, but she's in the movie. She's an older girl. But how do you look past that when you know already she's a kid? And it's weird because in the movie she tries to seduce the dad character.
that's so
and it's creepy. And they're doing a new one, and it's weird.
Yeah, the actress that she dressed up as the orphan for Halloween this year.
The actress dressed her as and she's gonna be her again.
Yeah.
That's so weird. She doesn't age.
It's like Eyebrows Kid dressing up as Sid.
Yes. But now, dude, he got
would be
hit
like-
with a fucking hot stick, bro.
Yeah, man, he's looking good.
Dude, so buff, and he doesn't. Hold on. That's the eyebrows. That's the eyebrows.
That would be like that would be like him going, "Hey, I'm gonna dress up as Nova for Halloween."
Yeah. I do have another segment we can do. We can do best twist ending of all time. Or what's your favorite best twist ending?
That one's tough, but I think I can. Maybe
Think about it.
maybe.
We'll move on. Let's do best and worst Halloween costumes that we've ever had in our personal lives.
Nick, or you go ahead this time.
I will go ahead.
We'll just keep
Okay.
going this way.
So there was 1 year that Nick and I actually coordinated what we were going to be for Halloween, and we were Beavis and Butthead, and our costumes were so goddamn accurate. Like we had the mask.
I still have the shirt.
So do I. I have the. You have the Metallica shirt, the blue one, and I have the AC/DC. I wore red gym shorts and my work shoes, which they were all black, and I wore like high top white socks, and it was so cool. And then Nick wore the gray shorts. That was probably one of our best Halloween costumes because we went to this really cool Halloween party where one of the best costumes that I've ever seen. There was a dude walk around that was the red villain from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, he did good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's him, I think. That's
him.
The name.
Yeah, you're right. And then after that, we went to downtown Riverside and drank all night, and it was really fun.
Fun times.
There you go.
Yeah. My worst Halloween costume last year. My in-laws. This was when I was living with my in-laws before we bought our house. They usually, hang out outside. Give the kids candy and stuff. And I wanted to take it up a notch. I was like, oh, let me dress up a little bit. Of course, I got all my shit on October 31st last year, so there was nothing you can get. So we went to like Walgreens, got face paint, got like this fake blood, and I got vampire teeth. I was like, all right, if I can get these vampire teeth to work, then I can probably make this look okay.
Yeah.
So these vampire teeth, they give you this like little putty that you have to like put in hot water, put it in the tooth. Well, you have to put the putty on your tooth first, and then you have to let it dry.
Is that the same one? So I recently ran into somebody who was a vampire, and he didn't have the teeth on, and I asked why. And it's because you can't have them in for a certain period of time because it like keeps molding as it goes.
I don't know I let it dry for a long time, and I put it up there, and it was just kept falling down. So, and that was after Sam painted my face white and put little red streaks of blood. And that was my whole goddamn, I had a hat on, I had a t-shirt, jeans, and my Vans on. That was it. I was like, oh God, I have a picture of it on my Instagram, and it looks so bad. Yeah. All right, so that's my best and worst.
Nick,
Nick, go.
Okay, my worst one is when I was trying to think how old I was. It was at our friend Caleb's birthday party, and I was dressed as a Slim Jim, and I had a
was
long.
Was that in 5th grade?
that was your worst?
I think that was my worst because
I remember because you mentioned this on the unaired episode, and I was trying to. You didn't say Caleb's party.
I didn't, but I'm pretty sure that's
Nick. That was the day that we stayed up all night and we were playing like fucking candy like tag, and we were just chucking candy at each other. We played Clue, and we were up all night. I cannot remember for the life of me. I want to say it was Scream or some shit like that. But yeah, I remember Nick being a giant Slim Jim.
Yeah, had like a 2-foot hat of just a beef hat.
Oh,
and
beef
yellow overalls.
That's
Great
so
stuff. I would say that's my worst, along with
the yellow Dickie overalls,
along with
the red undershirt,
the family themed Halloween costumes.
Oh yeah, dude, this is my favorite.
Those are the worst. It was. What did I do?
The Slim Jim was your best one, right?
No, that's probably the worst one.
But your best one is your family one?
No, those are also worst. Like I just.
Oh, so you have a couple of worsts.
Yeah, it's just not great for me on the Halloween front. But I think my best ones are always when I'm dressing up in drag. Those are.
No, your one this year, he looked like the lead singer. He looked like Poison.
What's his name? Brett Michaels.
Yes, he looked like Brett Michaels.
That was pretty good. I did one year actually.
I was
so the one I wrote down was a touristy dad that we did at work.
That was a good. You won an award for that.
I did. I won funniest for that because I had like my belly. I had a shirt. I had Oakley shades, the khaki shorts.
Yeah, the white
fanny pack,
the sunscreen on your nose,
New Balance sneakers.
It was really solid work. But I remember actually when I went home after the unaired episode. I totally forgot. Lauren, my wife, and we went as Romy and Michelle.
Romeo and Michelle.
No, Romy and Michelle. Have you guys not seen this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, recommend it. It's kind of a classic, cult classic, but it's Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, and they go to their high school reunion, but they want to like do it up, right?
Uh-huh.
So they wear like this blue and pink, like matching dresses, I guess, and heels and everything. Okay, I had to get mine custom made.
Oh,
I got a pink dress custom made. I got like size 11 heels, which are hilarious to look at, and walked around in those all night.
Yeah, and you worked it, huh?
Hey,
I worked it.
Did you keep flats in your car?
I think I ended up just taking them off and going barefoot.
Nice.
Like,
that has to be your best one because you actually put money into it.
Oh, for sure. That one probably cost me like $100-something.
Hey, babe, I need you to run into CVS for me. I need tampons.
There was one year that I spent $250 on like a dope It costume. And I canceled it because I couldn't get it in time. And what am I going to do with like this high,
you just wear that every year in front of your house.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They have these like silicone masks now where it covers all of your eye and it looks like you have prosthetics on. So I bought that Pennywise mask, and you can buy cosplay stuff on eBay. It comes from China, so it takes like fucking 4 months. That's part of the reason too that I got it too. I got it in like
next
September.
time buy your Halloween costumes in April.
Yeah, seriously, give it some time. Do you guys ever see that picture with the like someone's neighbor had a gutter in front of their house? And they did like...
Oh, did they put Pennywise inside the storm drain?
They put... Georgie was at like on their porch with the red balloon. And then they put a Pennywise something. It looked like Pennywise was in the gutter. and it was very nonchalant. Like you could
that's
pass by and
cool.
just look, and Pennywise right there, I would shit my pants.
Oh my God. That sounds awesome. I would totally fucking do that if I had storm drains.
Oh, fuck that.
You find storm drains more in LA. You don't find them out here. Anyway.
That's true.
I guess that was my best and worst. What about you, Sky?
Oh yeah, Sky, you have to go.
Easy. I got the gentleman hair. You just got to shave.
I don't know, dude. This is probably our best Halloween costumes right now.
Yeah, we look good. You shave. You put on a fake mustache. You wear a nice older style suit. You put a Mickey button on, and all of a
monocle.
sudden,
All
of a sudden, you're Walt Disney. The easiest costume I've ever had. I looked like Walt Disney. Everyone's like, "Wow, sir, who are you supposed to be?" I'm just like, "Fuck you." I also had a really cool, very expensive.
I'm Joseph Stalin.
Yeah. I'm a communist. I had a really expensive Jack Skellington costume, and we used to have the whole thing. It was we had Jack Skellington, the mayor, Oogie Boogie, and Sally, and it would be like.
So that was your whole family?
It would be me, a friend, and my friend's boyfriend, and then might have been another friend of mine at the time. We would all dress up in those characters because Stormy and Blaze were young at the time when we got these costumes. I was like 14, 15, but
Gotcha.
that was my best. My worst was I was a little train conductor with my little Santa Fe Railroad.
You had me
blue
a train conductor
striped hat, and then I wore these like overall things where I'm wearing the train, and the worst part of this train costume is there's a little tube out here with smoke coming out. Weird. And
okay, first of all, how did smoke come out of your costume?
Oh, it was the fake like fuzzy stuff.
Oh, so it was just permanently.
It wasn't even smoke. It was just a.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Did you have like a little whistle?
You want to?
Yes, you did.
No. Can I tell you what I had? If
Please.
you hit the front of the train, I could walk around. I hit the little button. It'd be like right here, and it would go, "Come on, ride the train." You're right in and play that fucking song.
Oh, that is brilliant.
That was a worse costume. It's not a fun costume to wear when you're 14.
14. Oh, you should have said, yeah, it's not a fun costume to wear when you're 30. Hey, you're good, dude. It's just the hair. I got longer hair than you, and it's like pulling.
Oh, something like landed on me. That was weird. Okay, sorry about that.
All right, Skyler, pick the next topic. What are we doing?
Let us do our top 5. These are favorite horror movies.
Okay, so after this, let's do our best kill,
And best twist ending.
best twist ending, and then we'll finish it off with our fan cast.
Let's do that.
Oh, no, wait. We still have favorite slasher.
We could do favorite slasher right now. And then
Yeah, let's do favorite slasher.
I believe it is Nick's turn to go first. So go ahead with your best slasher and then roll in with your 5
Best movies.
Best movies.
Okay, you got it. So my favorite slasher, I picked Leatherface, and I think I picked him because it's just a grotesque slasher.
It seems a little more real, right?
Yeah, I think so, because it's just this, backwoods killer, like redneck family. They're cannibals. They're wearing faces. They're slinging bodies up. They're eating them.
Faces.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just grotesque to me.
You know what's funny is these Texas Chainsaw Massacres. I didn't find Leatherface as scary as the dad, like in the wheelchair, old as shit, eating fucking human remains.
Yes,
and I thought that was more scary than Leatherface himself. Like that's so
I agree.
weird.
I don't think it's the scary aspect of Leatherface. It's just as the slasher,
like your imagination goes crazy, like with what it could do.
Yeah, it's just the what he was down to do is just like anything.
it's
pretty
so
much.
sad. In the newer ones, one of the sheriffs, who's like one of the patriarchs of the family, is the voice of the Green Army soldiers in Toy Story. I'm like, no, he's a cannibal.
Oh.
And then let's roll into some scary movies. My all-time scariest movie I've ever seen, still to this day, is The Exorcist.
Which you're not alone on that. It's one of the only scary movies to hold up 30 years later.
Yeah,
They
and I
if
just-
not more, almost 40 years
I
later.
think they've done like 3 sequels. They did a prequel like 7 or 8 years ago.
It was
They
in
did a TV
2004. I just
They-
was looking at it yesterday.
Yeah, they did a TV series. They're actually rebooting they're doing 3 new Exorcist movies that exist in that original timeline.
Dude.
With David Gordon Green, who did the 2 Halloween movies.
Who's doing the Disneyland movie?
Yes, Disneyland.
Is
movie.
it about to die?
Yeah, we might have to take a little commercial break here.
We'll be right back after these commercial
horrible
messages.
Horror messages.
Horror messages.
Sorry.
Horror messages.
We got to change our tampons.
Okay, so we're
And we're
back. We were ending on the Exorcist debate here, or not debate, but conversation. Because,
Real quick, I do have something. It is almost 50 years old.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that still
It'll be
scares
50
the
years
shit
old.
out of me.
It'll be 50 years old in 2023.
Dang.
Crazy. And it still fucking holds up.
Yeah, I can't watch it
So
without
nuts.
I need the lights on. It needs to be daytime.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I think I watched it too young, and it's just one of those movies that sticks with you.
Have you watched it as a recently?
I've watched it. I think the last time I watched it was probably when I was like 17. It's probably been over 10 years.
Nick, we'll be 30 in 2 years.
Yeah.
It's time for another rewatch.
I don't know, man. I still like my sleep.
Don't we all?
You have a kid now, so Bowie, can you come sleep with Dad?
I'll make her watch it.
Yo, you beat me to the joke. Hey, Bowie, we're going to watch a fun movie.
What if she gets up? She's like, "You're a pussy."
Yeah.
Walks upstairs.
Just like, this is scary to you?
She's like, "Why don't throw on Cannibal Massacre or Cannibal Holocaust?" That's some real shit, Dad.
It's
If
like, you know they
want.
actually killed animals, huh?
I guess your stomach's not hard enough for that. You big
Slaps
pussy.
me.
Now go make me some lunch.
Do you want me to keep rolling in these?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Another one I have on here is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
It is a classic. It's
still holds up.
yeah, I would say it still holds up. I mean, it's
That'll be 50 years
like
old
I was
in a
talking
couple
about
years,
earlier.
too.
It's a fresh new take on something horror.
Nightmares.
I mean, it's-
another film where the remake is just not as good and much.
I have
creepier.
fun facts about the Nightmare on Elm Street because the new season of Movies That Made Us on Netflix. If you guys haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's awesome. They go through these like cult classic movies and they tell you how it was made and all the trepidations that they would go through to get this movie made. They did the Nightmare on Elm Street, and Wes Craven, he the inspiration for Freddy is when he was a kid, he saw a man that was burnt all over, and it scared the shit out of him when he was a kid. And then the name Freddy Krueger was a bully that used to bully Wes Craven in middle school. So that was like a big fuck.
dang.
you
So
to
there's
that
like
kid.
an actual
Straight
Freddy
up-
Krueger.
Yeah, straight up didn't, change his name just in case. No, he called that fucker Freddy Krueger, like the kid that bullied him in high school.
Dang.
Take that.
Yeah.
So don't pick on people.
Yeah, they'll
Or,
make scary
or
movies
do,
about
and
you.
they'll just immortalize you, apparently.
Yeah, as a child predator serial murderer.
Yeah, a more. Yeah, I would love that.
Great.
Would love that as my fucking title.
Put that in your obituary.
Yeah, can't wait to get my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Freddy Krueger died.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Why?
it speaks for itself, though, the premise. It's
Can you
just a
imagine-
scary movie.
Well, Wes Craven has sadly passed away, but can you imagine like Freddy Krueger? He was like, he died peacefully in his sleep.
Freddie
You're
Krueger.
like, bullshit.
Freddie Krueger survived by his wife and 4 kids.
It's like, oh, man, now he's really out there. Now he's really in my dreams.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Damn it.
Oh man.
What else do I have on here? I might be taking one of your guys's, but
Maybe.
yeah, maybe even 2 of them. But Insidious is a great movie to me.
Nice.
It's a good.
Tiptoe through the window, through the tunnel.
It's well made. It does stuff like that where it just kind of irks you.
It does.
By no means is that a scary song, but they make it scary.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, I got to give my hats off to them for really just making a good scary movie.
Yeah.
The Conjuring, another one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that first one's.
Even the second one is still really good.
That
As you
third
could
one's
tell,
bad.
I
Third
hate
one's not good.
I hate exorcisms.
Yeah, I
so
do too.
Yeah.
if you can't tell,
Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Not on my list this time. I took that one off. But yes,
I know.
Exorcism.
I still
of
have.
Emily
I'm gonna
Rose.
retell that story that I told on the unreleased.
yeah, do it. I mean, my last one here is
Please,
It.
Please don't.
Why? I'm gonna keep it a little more, appropriate.
Please.
Yeah, but it is my last one. I'll clear my list with it. Derek, you gotta put your leg down.
Damn it. Did you see up my skirt?
It is an adult show now.
Did you see up my skirt?
Sure did.
Oh, shit.
You should put a hidden Mickey over him. That'd be funny.
That's the only edit I'll do to this video is just put maybe blur it out.
A little.
I hope you guys liked my. I'm just like, whoa!
Yep, sure it is.
I thought we were wearing classy dresses to the show.
Yours is longer than mine.
That's classy.
I guess I'm a little slow.
This is more
You got
reason.
a beast of a man coming in there. Gotta be easy access.
You guys
right,
need to go watch the video.
I'm not a hairy
man.
person.
Yeah, if you're
Subscribe to the YouTube. You'll
look
get
feminine.
content like this.
yeah, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, what are you doing?
Yeah, watch the
If you're-
video. Hey, just so you know, the video is dropping on the same day as the audio. So why are you listening on the
Yeah,
podcast?
let's get the videos.
Or
Get the
do
video,
both.
subscribe.
Yeah,
up.
do both.
Tell your
All right.
friends.
Anyways, yeah, it. I don't know if we have much to say about it. I think just the whole
pun
franchise.
intended. Pun intended.
The whole franchise is good to me. The remakes and everything. I think
They all are good.
I think they're all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Muschietti is a fucking brilliant. That's the only reason why I'm excited for
Flash.
The Flash.
yeah. But
Alright.
that ends my list with scariest. Do you want to go, Sky?
Yeah. So I have a couple new ones.
Favorite slasher first.
My favorite slasher is the one that started it all is Michael Myers. Michael Myers.
And
is
why?
He's just so creepy, so ominous with his kills. It's weird how emotional he is as a killer, especially throughout the franchise, which creeps me out.
I have some fun facts about Halloween when you're done with your favorite slasher.
Yeah, so that's my favorite slasher.
So again, Halloween is on
October 31st.
Well, yes. Thanks, Dick. Halloween is also on those movies that made us. And the guy, I think, he has an Italian last name. It's Nick
Castle?
Nick. Is it Nick Castle?
The Shape?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It is Nick Castle. So he had been working with John Carpenter since college or something like that. And he was just, John Carpenter got the funding for this movie. Him and Deborah Hill, who's like a big horror icon for writing and stuff, especially for the Halloween movies. They had written this script. I think the budget for it was like $100,000.
I'm looking at it right now. It was $300,000, but they grossed $47 million.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's crazy.
Gotta love Halloween.
Yeah. Well, that's success. But just to finish up, so one of the this guy was like a man of many hats. He was the editor. He was
John Carpenter?
no.
Nick Castle?
No. This was a totally different guy. Look up who edited the film because this was a guy who also played prop master and stuff. So he was supposed to go get the mask. So he went to this Halloween store in L.A. and he found a sad clown. And then he went to the Star Trek section, found a Spock, and then found William Shatner's Captain Kirk. And he took that back to his shop. He, shaved the eyebrows off, opened the eye holes a little more, dyed the hair brown, painted the face white, and he took both of them to set. And he basically was showing John Carpenter. He was like, okay, here is that. So they put on the clown, the sad clown. And they're like, oh, this is really good. Here, let's try the other mask. And it was like everybody in unison was like, that is fucking creepy because it's, it's a blank face, no emotion.
Yeah.
And that's Michael Myers. So
Would this be, you said an editor?
Yeah, the editor.
So it looks like there's two. There's Charles Bornstein and Tommy Lee Wallace.
Tommy Lee Wallace was the guy. And then just to backtrack, Nick Castle worked with John Carpenter. And he just asked John, and he's like, hey, can I just come hang out on set and just see how this is going? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, just come hang out. And of course, they had stuntmen for, Michael Myers stabbing. And they're like, throw the mask on and just stand. So all of those incognito shots is all Nick Castle wearing the mask. And I guess his dad was like a dancer, so he had really good posture. Nick Castle had really good posture and was walking. And
Nick Castle did the in the new ones too. He does the standing.
yeah. Last fun fact about Halloween. So they filmed it in spring, and it was supposed to be set in Ohio, and then no, I'm thinking of Nightmare on Elm Street. It was supposed to be played as Ohio, and there's palm trees and shit. They were embarrassed by that. But back on Halloween, so it was in spring, so I guess it was really hard to find pumpkins. So they had 3 pumpkins. It's one in Laurie's house. The other one is outside of another house, and one is when Tommy falls from the bullies and crushes a pumpkin. So they found these squashes from like Brazil or something like that, and they were green and they look like pumpkins, so they just spray painted them.
Oh,
Fun fact. All right, your favorite movies?
First one's a new one. This one's actually just really creepy more than scary. Like the kills are really cool, but it's horror man.
Freaky.
Fuck off. It's horror Man of Steel. It's Brightburn. And Brightburn's just
Brightburn's awesome.
Brightburn's just such a cool premise. It's basically
that kid is so creepy too.
And it would be like, what if Superman came to Earth and wasn't the Man of Steel? He was
and the parents are
Elizabeth Banks and
no, it's Rita Repulsa and
oh my god, what's
his Roy from The Office.
Yeah.
Yep,
and they both die.
Yep.
So that one's just creepy. I like Evil Man of Steel.
Ike Berkowitz or Ike
Barinholtz.
Barinholtz. He's in it too.
Yeah, that's right. There's that scene where he's flying through the house, which is super creepy.
Oh yeah, and his costume.
Or the scene where he kills the chick in the diner. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This one's out of left field, but this movie when it first came out, I watched it in the night because I wanted to watch something a little more family friendly, and it freaked me out the whole way through.
Really?
Coraline.
What?
Coraline's creepy as shit.
It is a creepy movie.
That's Tim Burton too, right?
Yeah.
It's he produces it. It's the guy that did Nightmare Before Christmas. Henry Selick.
Gotcha.
But
it's still his. It's still his drawings.
Yeah. That one's creepy. So if you've seen Coraline, you know the creepy parts where she goes into an alternate dimension of her world, and they want to keep her and button her eyes up, and it's just weird.
I think Neil Gaiman did the book.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
well. He has a.
Hence why it's a little creepy.
Sandman's coming out on Netflix in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Number 3 for me, no particular
Gwendolyn
order.
Christie's in the Sandman too, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in this, like Mark Hamill, Taron Egerton, a bunch of people.
All right. Anyway, go.
Number 3, no particular order. Dead Silence. It's the first one of the James Wan's first. Yeah, one of the first films from James Wan. I don't like ventriloquist dummies. I don't like porcelain dolls, and I don't like clowns. And there's a ventriloquist clown porcelain doll, and it checks all your marks. The old lady's creepy in it. The old lady ghost who killed kids and bad kids and turned them into human dummies. That was her thing.
Real quick, why wasn't Winchester on your worst movies?
Yeah, I mean it should have been there. It really should have. Winchester sucks.
Yeah. Anyway,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's a good pull. Halloween, the original. It's the one that started it all. It's creepy. It's the creepiest of all the Halloween movies. The Rob Zombie,
barely any blood. That was also a fun fact.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's Michael Myers is probably the scariest Michael, but this is the scariest movie of all the films. Is the original.
Yeah.
I am bouncing off Nick with this one. Insidious.
Yes.
Insidious was one of the first movies in a long time where I couldn't sleep.
My favorite fucking scene is when Rose Byrne is, dealing with the plants or something, and she hears like this, and she like looks in, and then like the record starts playing. It's all tiptoe, and then the fucking kids just.
But that's
dancing
that's
in the
what
background.
Makes it creepy.
I was like, oh,
because
get me out of this fucking movie theater.
Because in Insidious, if you have to watch it, is as she's walking through her house, she passes the laundry room, and in the laundry room, the dryer's going off, and you can see someone standing facing the wall, and it's creepy, and it's in an old kid in an old timey outfit, and you find out it's her son walking around the halls, all creepy. And she goes outside, like you said, but what makes it creepy is you hear the record do that weird scratch, and it plays that song, and she looks in, and it as he's dancing through tiptoe through the while that song's playing, this dumb, creepy Tiny Tim song, you hear like this ominous composer do, dun, 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 and she's looking, and it's like freaking her out, and she goes inside, and he's gone. It's just,
but also the red demon
is
too.
one of the scariest, newest creatures of all time.
Well, this is the thing, and then we talked about this on the unreleased episode. Is it scares you in the middle of the day?
Oh,
like there's
yeah.
this scene where they're in the family room and they're talking because their
Like all
son's
four of 'em.
in a coma, and they're talking with the mom, and it just cuts back and forth, like movies do. And the next time it cuts to the mom, the fucking red guy is like,
Such a cool premise for the
so
movie.
creepy.
It's a really cool premise for the movie. It's sad that the other three aren't as good as the
Number
first one.
2 is I think is good. The rest of them can go blow chunks.
Yeah.
What was it? The
1, 2, 3 is a
breathing
prequel.
man. The breathing man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the third one was the worst though.
Yeah.
And that's my 5.
Nice. Okay, so my favorite slasher is Jason Voorhees. Here's a little fun fact. Also on the movies that made us, Friday the 13th, the original Pamela Voorhees was supposed to reprise in Freddy versus Jason.
And she said no.
Because
This movie looked like trash. And
in the fucking dialogue, she was like, I'm an actress, not...
Yeah. They also talk about that in the commentary for the movie.
Last thing, the moment in Friday the 13th where Pamela gets her head chopped off, if you look closely, it's not the actress. It's a guy with a prosthetic, like it's her shoulders and her head, and he wears it on his shoulders and has to bend down and uses his hands like this. And when she cuts the head off, you can see the hands, and if you look closely, they're super hairy man hands.
Oh,
Look it up. It's fucking hilarious.
oh, nice.
But so that's my favorite slasher. I mean, we don't get Jason Voorhees, the iconic hockey mask, until part 3, but the first one is always, the best one. So my favorite movies, number 1, Sinister. This is the first movie in a long time to really scare the shit out of me because of the found footage. It looks so real. And Ethan Hawke is one of my favorite actors, and just the creepiness behind it's all home videos, and it's not even like VHS tape. It's like film reel. And he finds this box up in his attic, and it's so creepy. So kudos to Scott Derrickson on that. Next one, The Conjuring 2, only because
number 2.
the Nun scares the shit out of me, and I'm
I'll
one of
give
the
you that.
very few that like the Nun movie. Not many people did, but it's the opening scene of Nun that really drew me in, where the lady, she goes into the hallway, and I don't want to say, another nun gets dragged into this dark hallway, and she starts running, and all the crosses are turning upside down. And she puts a noose around her head, jumps out the window, hangs herself.
And
Then
creepy in
it
The
goes,
Conjuring.
and the nun is just slowly floating, and all these candles are going out, and this is the song. It's just, and I was like, oh fuck this movie, dude.
Get me out of here.
Yeah.
But Conjuring 2 is freaky. The only thing that's not scary about The Conjuring 2 is who you thought would be scary, and he was supposed
the
to get
crooked man?
Yes, he was supposed to get his own movie. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not scary.
Yeah. The crooked man walks the crooked mile. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
Show the nun again. That's freaky.
when Patrick Wilson goes, when he goes back inside the house when the little girl gets possessed by Valak, and she's like closing all the doors. He goes down into the cellar, and it's all filled with water, and you see shit. Like, he looks down, and there's like the lady in the water, and she like pulls him in, and oh dude, it's fucking crazy.
These are inspired by true events. That's what's so weird.
Next one is a little film that was a short film. It's called Lights Out. It's
Lights
David F.
Out's
Sandberg's. If you guys like Shazam or Annabelle Creation or the upcoming Shazam Fury of the Gods, same director, very creepy. It has Teresa Palmer in it. And the little kid who is the little kid in the new Chucky movie with Mark Hamill playing Chucky. He's the same kid as Lights Out. And Lights Out
He's actually a really good actor, too.
Lights Out is just a creepy movie. It's just an entity where you have to have the lights on. So if you turn the lights off, you see the being, You turn the lights off, she disappears, and she starts cutting out all the lights so she can kill you. Very, very cool story. Next one, Jaws, obviously. One that still
Jaws
holds
is
up
good.
today. I mean, if you guys were in my studio, I have a bunch of Jaws shit in my room. And it's just shark. Well, it's not just sharks. I have thalassophobia, which is the fear of the ocean.
I do too.
So I won't go to the ocean past and it's funny because I'm going to fucking Hawaii and we're going snorkeling, but your boy's going to be staying on the beach getting drunk. Shark movie, that's what really started my thalassophobia, and just researching shit about how we only know 5% of the ocean.
We know more about space.
When it takes up 80% of our world. That
I agree
is
with that. Yep.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That is scary as fuck.
No.
And just deep water, you can't see it. If you have a photo of a single person in the water and it's all blue, I'm having a panic attack.
I am too. Here's what's cool, what makes Jaws so good in the horror sense is you watch Jaws,
you don't see the shark until the third act.
Yeah, that's what's creepy. But
brilliant by Steven Spielberg. Brilliant.
This is more as a kid, but like when you watched it as a kid and all of a sudden you're going to a friend's house or you're going in your backyard and you go swimming, there's a part of you that's like, I don't want to get eaten by a shark.
I'll tell you how
that's
bad.
Me.
I'll tell you how bad my thalassophobia goes. And it's been this way since I was a kid.
I'll tell you mine too when you're done.
If I'm under the shower and I close my ears, I have a panic attack. If I were to give my panic attack on purpose, it would be sitting under the water with my ears covered with my hands, and I'm panic attack.
Mine's not as like that, but I
my
remember
thalassophobia is bad.
I remember I was not 5 years old. I was in 5th grade. We went to a field trip for 3 days to Catalina Island. On the second day, we were going to go snorkeling. I was like, okay, I'll go snorkeling. At 5, you're not as scared of the ocean as you get older and learn more about it.
True.
I was swimming in the ocean. I was swimming next to one of my friends. Her name was Ashlyn Nichols. So if you're watching, shout out to you. You're married, probably different last name. Anyways, we're swimming in the ocean. She's already scared and ready to get out of the water, but they're like, no, let's just swim. You can stay with Skyler, because I was like back. I was starting to be a little freaked out because I'm like looking around. You could like see sea turtles at the bottom and fish. It was really cool in hindsight. However, a tiny squid just went zip. And I said, fuck this. Get me out now. I started freaking out, and I started swimming back without anyone. And they're like, no, you got to stay with us. I said, get me out. And this young chick, she was so hot at the time.
At 5?
Yeah, at 5. No, 5th grade.
Oh, 5th grade. So you're 10.
That's like Sandlot when you kiss the lifeguard. She was the lifeguard. And she took me back in. She's like, oh, what a pussy. Because it was a little tiny squid. It was like an orange squid. But it's a squid nonetheless, so fuck you. And that's why I hate the ocean.
I have 2 little stories. They're not going to take long. So first story, Sam and I went to Cancun for our honeymoon, and we booked a bunch of excursions. So one was called a jungle cruise.
Oh,
weird. But you got your own personal boat. It was like a little speedboat, fit 2 people. It was like if a go-kart was on water, basically.
Fuck that.
So it only went
like,
so we go through this ravine, and it's like all these large trees and stuff. It looked really fucking cool. And then we stopped off at a spot to go snorkeling. And, me being skeptical as I am, I go snorkeling with Sam, and I think that I see something in the distance. It was probably a fucking scuba diver, or not scuba diver.
Cross your legs. I can see your jiggly bits.
Oh, gosh.
Little hidden Mickey.
We're going to have to go through this podcast and just put a blur. Oh,
little hidden Mickey.
Yeah. So we get in the water. I think it was a snorkeler's. What do you call those, flippers on your feet? And I thought it was a shark fin. My fucking ass got out there so quick, because when I go to different places, I look up shark attacks and see what kind of sharks are in the area. Tiger sharks.
Anything
are in the area.
to get your anxiety at top level.
Yep. Tiger sharks and bull sharks are in the area, and those are the most deadliest sharks ever. And my ass got out, left my wife in the fucking snorkel pond, and I got back on the boat, and Sam was like, and she told me and proved it, that it was a fucking flipper from a snorkeler. And I said, nah, not taking any chances, scared myself, can't get me back in the water.
Oh, there you go.
The second time, and I think it involves you, Nick, What was I trying to? I have two stories. One was with you, and I cannot remember what it was.
Was it Catalina?
Yeah, no. You and me and Johnny, our late friend Johnny. You guys should know who he is. We used to go down to his house all the time, and we used to go night swimming. And Johnny, Nick, and I all got caught in a riptide, and it flew me. If you guys ever been to San Clemente Beach, there's that big boardwalk with the burger shop at the end, and I drifted out past that.
Fuck that.
And a lifeguard with on a surfboard had to come get me, dude. I was about ready to fucking die, and I was like, "This is how I die."
How old were you?
I think I was about 16 or 17.
Yeah, I would need a lifeguard too. I'd need a lifeguard
we're
now.
probably around
Well,
16.
Nick and Johnny weren't out as far as I was, because Nick was able to make it out of the riptide, but Johnny got drifted out too, and he couldn't get back. So it was surf guy had to come get Johnny first because he was closer, and then as I was just still drifting out to fucking sea, later. I was like so numb with fear that I was like, "Fuck it, dude, just come get me."
Let a shark eat me.
Let me drown.
Nice.
But yeah, those are my two stories. So last movie on my list is Halloween. Skyler already gave
There you go.
the explanations, and I gave fun facts. So
Nice.
let's do best kill in any horror movie. Best kill.
This one is pretty easy. It's simple. I'll make this one quick. Is in the original Halloween, a boyfriend, I forget the guy's name.
Are you talking about the sheet over the head?
Yeah, he's going to get the beer, and Michael just comes out and just stabs him and hangs him on the wall.
And then
hangs him
looks
like
at
a Halloween decoration.
Yeah,
I love it.
And then looks at him like this.
And that's the first
the
time
head
you
tilt.
see
Like
the
he-
classic
like-
head tilt.
yeah,
That's his iconic thing now.
Yeah, like he's admiring his work.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, you look good up there.
Nick, what's your favorite kill?
I don't know. It's a hard one to pinpoint, but I wanted to break the mold here and go with a different, like, not Jason, you know.
It doesn't have to be a slasher.
So ones that kind of got to me, I don't know, not in a scary way, but just like I would never want that to happen to me. Is
Anything from the Saw franchise.
from Saw, like
Yes.
what the ones that I think got to me,
The Jawbreakers.
the Jawbreaker, that
The
one
one where they
sucked.
had
Although they lived on that one, didn't they?
I don't think so.
you know which one creeped me
The
out?
razor
Right.
wire.
Well,
like,
no. They had the key in the back of their eye, and they had to take their eye out. to
yeah,
get the
that
key
one
to
too. Or the
survive.
gunshot, like you look through the keyhole. And I always remember as a kid always being skeptical about looking through anything. And then not even after seeing Saw, just in general. And then I saw Saw and I was like, yep, that's why. That's why I don't look at
Damn
anything.
it.
The one that always freaked me out was in Saw 2 when she had to put her hands in the thing and the razor blade as she went to go down. It was like a Chinese.
Yeah, and then she like bled out.
Yeah, it was like a Chinese finger trap, but instead of like the Chinese finger trap, it was razor blades. So the more she put her hand down, the razors would just. She would have to basically rip her arms off to get out. And that
Yeah,
was
dude,
not
those kills are
hard to watch. Yeah,
they're
that's a
intense.
good one.
So I have two. One is my all-time favorite kill, and it's from Nightmare on Elm Street. It's when one of the main characters gets killed off, and
Johnny Depp's head blows up.
no, he gets pulled down under
Oh,
his
is that what
bed,
happened?
and then a big
the
old
blood.
chode of fucking blood comes up.
Chode of blood.
Dude, it looks like you're like grinding meat.
Oh yeah.
But it's the blonde girl, and she dies like 50 minutes into the film, where she gets scratched and she starts going up on the walls.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was so crazy for being like a late 70s, early 80s?
84.
84.
think
I
it's
thought that was
84.
Is that also
Mine-
the one where like her body is drugged through school?
No. This is just in her house where
Oh,
she's getting
okay.
floated up and she's like dying on the roof. And I thought that was such crazy movie magic, because he had this rotating like room where the guy was like belted down so they can rotate the room, and she was just getting strung up on the. Oh, it was so crazy. And then the second one comes from The Haunting of Hill House, the broken neck lady. So that kill, I guess it's kind of like a self-inflicted kill. It's the youngest girl, who's played by Victoria Pedretti, who's in You, and it's fantastic. Where she goes to the house, hangs herself, and she's her own worst demon. So she haunts her whole family. That's crazy.
Nice.
Okay, we're gonna go twist ending, give our fan cast, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
Best twist ending. Remember Me. It's not a horror movie. It's not a horror movie.
Oh, we can pick non-horror movies. It was so hard for me because this is a horror
twist ending. Twist ending is still scary.
Yeah,
It's the unknown.
I got one. It's horror. It's the last Final Destination movie, which was a prequel, which you find out, or it was the last Final Destination movie. You think it's the newest one, takes place in current time, but at the very end, the last two survivors in Final Destination, they board the plane, and then at the end of the movie, you find out they're on the original plane from the original movie.
Oh wow.
I think that's the coolest twist ending, because you think it's just, oh wow, another new Final Destination, it's another sequel, but at the end of the movie, when you think the heroes made it, no, they're the first ones to die in the original movie.
Yeah,
I thought that was fucking cool.
On Remember Me, it's this love story. It's with Robert Pattinson, and he's trying to chase this girl. They end up, going together. He has a very strenuous relationship with his dad. So he's trying to build a relationship with his dad towards the end of the movie. And he goes to his office to talk to him, to kind of just like give him a piece of his mind. And his dad got stuck in traffic and he couldn't make it to his office. The office was in the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001.
Isn't that fucked up?
Weird. Oh, dude, best twist ending. I was like, what the fuck? Because like
You don't
she
see him
wrote,
die though.
No, you don't.
know,
Well,
it's implied.
You see his headstone. But,
Oh, yeah.
But it had nothing to do with anything. And then, he dies in the World Trade Center. Crazy. Nick, best twist ending of all time.
I'm just going with the one that pops to mind, and I think it probably sets a standard as like usually when people think of twist endings.
Better not be Citizen Kane.
No, it's M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty good twist ending.
That's one of the... That's
classic.
It's high on everybody's list for twist endings.
Yeah.
But really quick, in the M. Night Shyamalan world, you know what the worst twist ending is? The Village. When you think it's old-timey 1800s, and then the camera pans out and they're like literally just a mile away from regular civilization today. Oh, I hated that. I was
Weird.
like, oh.
Yeah, he's hit or miss. That's why, I don't know. It's always it's the classic M. Night Shyamalan.
So what we'll do is with our fan casts, we'll do each character on their own. We'll do all right, Dracula, Nick's Dracula, my Dracula, and we'll just kind of go one by one. We won't go my whole list because it's not as fun.
All right,
who's the first character?
Nick, go first. You're Dracula.
My Dracula, I'm gonna go with Henry Cavill.
Nice and suave, British actor. Nice.
Yeah.
You get a buff fucking buff Dracula.
I love the actor. I don't love the role, and I'll tell you why in a bit.
All right, here, let me tell you why I do like the role.
Yeah, please.
The reason why is honestly his Witcher role. It's I'm not so set on his actual not performance, but his character as Geralt.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he is versatile in the way he looks, and he's just, like you said, that suave guy. Like he's gonna be able to lure anybody in. He's got that charisma, that natural confidence. Like I don't know. That to me is a good Dracula.
That. Yeah. No. I love Henry Cavill. Again, I'll tell you why. We'll get into it. You want me to go?
You probably pick fucking Vince Vaughn, huh?
Hey, I like talented actors.
Is it about to die again?
Yeah, we might need to take one more commercial break.
We're gonna
finish up this
one more
fan cast.
commercial break. We'll see you guys in a second.
Welcome back. I'm going to go into my Dracula. I went younger with my Dracula.
So did I.
And I wanted someone who's just has needed to break. He's almost there to break out and has just never had the lucky chance. I went Asa Butterfield.
What? Wow.
Yeah, I went Asa Butterfield. I think he'd be a great Dracula. Little pasty ass bitch. Sorry, Asa. I hope you don't listen to this. You're a great actor.
I don't know if I like that.
I like it.
Oh.
That's all that matters.
Very true. My Dracula, I went with somebody.
Wait. I'm curious why you didn't like Henry Cavill.
Why I didn't like Henry Cavill? I told you I'd tell you when we get to another character.
Oh, another. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Derek.
Okay, so I went with, and this is solely based off of the movie I just watched with him this year called The Green Knight. I went with Dev Patel.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I will say that is good pick. Yeah, it's a great pick.
Suave, has that accent.
Yeah,
he's a handsome
Dev Patel's
dude.
a great pick.
Yeah,
that's my favorite of our three picks.
Yeah. Okay, Wolfman, go Nick.
Okay.
Oh, you picked Henry Cavill for Wolfman, you bastard.
I picked Henry Kit. No.
No, not you, Skyler.
My Wolfman, I went with Kit Harington.
Oh, that's great.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, I
That's
like
real
that
good.
pick.
I like that.
I don't know. It seems like he could play that.
Nice.
That's a good pick. I went with someone who's been in a big franchise before. I went with Daniel Radcliffe.
For Wolfman, okay.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he'd be a cool Wolfman.
Yeah. My Wolfman, I went with John Berthnall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wanted a little, because if you watch,
He's very cranium bony looking. I could see.
You
Well,
see
he
his
could
little.
also
You
play
see
the
his
Wolfman.
one-liners and look away. Look away from the camera every
Yep.
single time.
Yep.
He's not my. I'll say this. He's not my favorite actor, but he's not a bad pick for.
It depends on how you want to tell the Wolfman
Yeah,
story. If you want it to be
yeah.
like some guy,
from Jersey.
from Jersey, or not even that, but like a suave guy from like New York, maybe gangster or something like that gets turned into the Wolfman. If you want to set in like the 1920s, that's kind of where
That'd
I
be-
set it.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. Victor von Frankenstein. Then we'll move to do
So the doctor.
do the Doctor and Frankenstein at the same time.
Okay.
All right. So Doctor, I went with Ewan McGregor.
Nice.
I think he could. I
Oh,
think he could.
I
play
almost
that.
went with Ewan, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I almost went with Ewan.
Yeah, I think he could play it great.
That'd be cool.
I was also toying with Ewan for the Wolfman too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's versatile.
Good, dude. The
Good
motherfucker's
pick.
good.
Good picks.
It's Obi-Wan, baby.
Yeah.
Um,
And your monster.
my monster, I went with David Harbour.
That's a
Ooh.
great pick.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love
I
that
like
pick.
I like him for
It's
that part.
so funny you picked him, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Skyler, you're Victor von Frankenstein and the monster.
My Victor von Frankenstein is your husband, Dan Stevens, who played the Beast.
Oh, yes. What's up?
My
Why you call me back though?
hey,
I
what
changed my hair for you.
WTF?
Can you still see my tiggly
major-
bits?
Major loser.
No, you're solid.
Sick.
My Frankenstein is also a Hellboy. It's Ron Perlman.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, so my Victor von Frankenstein is Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like he can play that like crazy, like he's alive,
Yeah.
And then my monster, Tyler Mane, Sabretooth. Oh, no. Yeah, Sabretooth.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Michael
Tyler
Myers.
Mane. Yep, Michael Myers.
Yeah, he'd be cool.
Yep, went with Tyler
huge.
Mane.
He's huge. He's scary.
Yeah.
I dig it.
All right, Bride of Frankenstein, Nick.
All right, I went with Charlize Theron.
Ooh,
interesting.
that's a
Yeah.
good one. I like that.
Great actor.
If you look at like her her evil queen from the Snow White movies.
The Huntsman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I went with someone who hasn't really dabbled in horror. I'm going Amelia Clarke.
Ooh.
Oh, she could
You know
probably
I
do
al-
it real well.
You know I already love that fucking pick.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Give me more Game of Thrones vibes.
Yeah. My Bride of Frankenstein is Penelope Cruz.
I almost went with
Great,
Penelope
yeah.
Cruz.
Mhm. Penelope Cruz.
she's on
I
my
looked
list.
at her too.
Yeah. I think she'd be like a great Bride of Frankenstein. All right, The Mummy. Nick, go.
The Mummy. I'm gonna go with Jared Leto.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Interesting.
I think he could do
You
it.
should have put him as Dracula for his new Morbius role.
I already told you, Edward's got my pick on Dracula. Good old Robert
Oh, yeah,
Pattinson.
good old Robbie Patsy. Okay, The Mummy. Sky, go.
I went Mahershala Ali, who's going to be our Blade.
Nice. I like that. I went with Rami Malek. He's Egyptian.
Yeah,
He's
Egyptian.
That's a good one.
That's a great pick.
Yep.
Although,
Okay.
didn't he play the Mummy?
No, he played.
He played a mummy-esque character.
He played the Pharaoh in
Night at the
Night at
Museum.
the
It's the
Museum,
same
yeah.
character, though, isn't
Oh,
it?
my brother Akhman Ra. Who are you, sir? I'm Common Ra. That's exactly how that movie goes. It's really bad. That first one. I love the second and third one though.
All
Go ahead.
right, Invisible Man, Nick.
Your boy.
Jods.
It's your boy, Ethan Hawke.
Oh.
interesting.
He could do it.
You guys missed it on the last unreleased. Nick said John Cena. For those who
I
understand.
still stand by that.
Yeah.
All right, Invisible Man, Sky.
I went David Tennant.
Oh. I thought you were about to pick what I picked. David Tennant's great. I would have picked him for a Creature of the Black Lagoon, though.
You picked David Schwimmer, didn't you?
No, David Schwimmer.
Good old Schwimmer.
We were on a break. I went with
Whoa,
John
yeah.
David Washington for Invisible Man.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy's really fucking good.
You throw his name in anything as of right now. He's just gold.
He could play creepy. Fuck it.
When you're the son of one of the greatest actors of all time, you get that treatment.
Yeah. All right, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Nick, and then we'll finish it off with Van Helsing.
Okay, Creature. I went with I think he's a good body actor. Benedict Cumberbatch.
He was almost my Victor von Frankenstein.
That would have been good.
Yeah, he would have been good.
Yeah, he would have been real good.
That's not a bad pick.
From his Sherlock role.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you go.
I picked someone who does more voice roles, but has done like creatures in a way. I went Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
that's pretty good actually.
I like that a lot. I went Paul Bettany.
I like that too.
Okay, yeah.
He's Vision's
tall, slender,
Vision's a creature in a way. Yeah.
All right. Last but not
much better than the first time we tried doing this.
Last but not least, Van Helsing.
I want to see Idris Elba start killing a bunch of them.
Yes, dude. From the Dark Tower, the gunslinger, perfect Van Helsing.
Dude, great.
Yeah,
so good.
That's not an awful pick. This isn't my pick, but Nick, I think Henry Cavill would have been a badass Van.
I think so too. He would be
The Witcher.
Yeah,
Witcher is technically the Van Helsing.
It's basically
Van
that
Helsing,
character.
kinda.
Yeah. That's just what my mind came across. Mine, he's just so badass. He's on a hot streak right now. Why wouldn't you give Keanu Reeves this role?
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So I went with a little more of the old school, like Van Helsing, where he's like a professor, and just kind of I went younger. And
wait, older or younger?
I went younger,
but you said older professor.
No,
older Van Helsing.
The older Van Helsing,
older portrayed
back in the day, the 20s.
Oh. Okay.
He wasn't young,
Sorry,
but he's a professor, and he knows about all of these, mystic, supernatural stuff.
Okay.
I went Robert Pattinson.
Okay. Not sure I like that, to be honest.
I think that's
the one I disagree with.
Yeah, I think if you wrote it specific, then sure.
I like him as Victor von Frankenstein, but
whatever.
That's the only one. So we each have our owns. That you didn't like Maeza Butterfield. I didn't like whoever he picked for Dracula. We all have
Henry Cavill.
Speaking of, why is that?
Oh yeah, you didn't let him know why you didn't like that.
Because I think he fits a Van Helsing role.
You would rather him.
He's
so you went with
he's suave, but he's more of like an action debonair suave, not like a sinister suave that I think he should.
Who was your Van Helsing again?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, that's right. Yeah. All right, guys, that is our Halloween episode.
Except for one thing.
Oh, producer, hit that drum roll, please. Nope. Can you drum roll? What do you?
He's hitting the dudunt.
A bunch of times. Oh. It's time for your spooky rumor of the week.
Presented by Corinne Graves.
Ooh, spooky.
She's like, I unsubscribed years ago. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Under Wraps, Halloween movie. It's a remake. We scooped it over a year ago.
We sure did.
It was wonderful. So let's scoop another Disney Channel remake.
Fuck it.
Halloween Town's in the works.
Perfect.
For Disney Channel.
Halloween Town, one of my favorite originals by Disney.
Yeah, so I guess Disney's all in on trying to remake their Disney Channel stuff yet. Maybe Xenon, maybe Brink. Who knows? Johnny Capahala. Who knows?
I love fucking Brink.
Brink's awesome.
Enough talking. Let's blade.
Side story, really quick.
Smart House would be cool.
Oh, smart. Oh, now with today's technology. Yeah. Brink. One of the bad guys is the Black Ranger from the original Power Rangers. Anyways, Halloween Town is in the works for Disney Channel, a remake. Don't know who's starring in it just yet. I think it's still very early. Maybe Billy Lord.
Ooh.
Debbie Reynolds'
Just know that they're probably going to bring back the original cast, like the kids.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that's your rumor of the week.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that you have a fucking awesome Halloween. Ooh. Get some candy. Get your drink on if you're old enough.
Enjoy the show. Sit back. Put us on your big screen. Put the kids to bed first, probably.
Yes.
We're telling you this now as the show's ending.
Yeah.
So sorry, kids. You
should know better. You saw my Jiggly Bits. You saw the hidden Mickeys. I will see you guys.
His little Mike and Ike's.
I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Be nice to our single co-host and our producer. But follow the website or go check out the website. Follow us here on YouTube, or if you're listening, give us a good rating on Apple iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast. And
I think it's the last thing we have to do.
I think so.
Hey, Nick.
What you got?
Give me that spooky outro music.
And a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.